Train now arriving at platform 5 into 2205, diverted East Coast Main Line service to London, King's Cross.
Hello YouTube viewers and welcome to part 37 of the Ballan Parkway OO gauge layout extension project, which is ongoing. Apologies for not bringing a video in January. Unfortunately our family all went down with COVID, including myself, which isn't very nice, but we've survived it, so I'm very grateful of that. It does wipe you out a little bit, your energy levels just drop dramatically with it. It's not a nice thing at all, but we're on the other side of it and now we're testing negative, so back to normal really, just getting our strength back. So enjoy the next video. Okay, first video of 2021, we're in January. And I've done a bit of engineering work here, a bit of drastic decision, but I've taken out the tunnel portal here for the south yard sidings. The reason being, the existing one, it was snagging on larger locos on the swing into the siding here. So basically it was this, I've cut it away now, but it was snagging on this portal here. It was just too much of a curve and it was catching there. So what I'm going for, I've ripped all that out. I'm going for this one here, which is a backman one. So basically I've taken out the portal here that's been destroyed. I'm using little bits for that, and the retaining wall here. So I'm going to use some of that leftover to retaining wall to fill that side in. I've had to cut it pretty close here, but it does work. I mean, looked at photographs and it was done like that. The only problem I've got, which is not really a problem, I'll just put the new portal there, is that obviously it overlaps. Now you do see some railway structures that changed and developed through time, so that's my excuse there. So I'm going to adapt that, even though the mouth of the tunnel has got a bit of brickwork under there. I'm sure I can get around that, but either case taking all this out completely or put a new portal in, which is a backman one, which I think is really good, and I won't have that problem with the swing of the locos coming round at all. So hopefully this will work. We shall see. The only problem I've got here at the moment with this fascia portal is at the rear, where the hotel is there, is got this white resin cast showing. So I'm going to cover that up with various items left over. So I'll cut this down as a brickwork at the back just to fill that in. And I've got bits and pieces here that I'll just use up. Try and use all I can, recycle it, and hopefully that will cover that section where the mark is there to the other end. So I've got to do that precisely. So I'll go away and put that together. Okay, so glue various bits and pieces of brickwork and tiles and things like that, stones, onto there. It's a bit of a mishmash, I know, but it's going to be sort of hidden, and it's just the end bits really here that will be showing. So that's going to be at the rear of the hotel, and just going to put a little bit of paint in there where the brickworks come off, and the paint's come off, sorry, on the brickwork. So I'm just going to fill that in, put a bit more paint on there. So that should cover that area on the rear. Okay, so that's the completed portal, and the glue's just drying there, so there's a few little glue marks still. I've also added these limited clearance signs here on each side, which are from Eagle One models rail signs, which are basically these, which are very good. You get quite a few in the pack. So as you can see here, added this spare retaining wall, just finishes that little corner piece off and merges it really well with the portal. And there's a little bit of gap there between the back scene, and I've added a little bush there. Same here, there's a little gap there. Cover your misdemeanors up with a little bit of bush there, bit of foliage, and same here as well. And I quite like that. It's come out really well. Okay, could argue this bit here, but you did see engineering where they did change and adapt various tunnels in accordance with the track layout. So, okay, as you can see around the back of the hotel, the other side of the portal, we've put the mishmash of different brick colours. It has worked there really well, and just covers that area. So you've got the little alleyway down there, so you've got that bare resin, that white resin, so just cover that up really well with the bits and pieces I was going to throw away. So a bit of recycling there, and that's come up really well. So this swing here into the yard won't be a problem now. It's a job I've put off for quite a while actually, and I thought I'd better do it. It's annoying, and also at some stage I'm going to extend the sidings. Where the yard sidings are here, this area here, may put another 3 tracks for storage here, so it matches up with the end, all roundabouts anyway. So rather than a fiddle yard, it'll be a large storage yard, and which leave a space down this bit here. And I'm thinking of putting a DMU little shed down there as well. That's not immediately, it's the next few years, another extension on the layout, and just for storage if anything, but it looked good. And I might even adapt some of the points coming into the siders, I'm not sure. Just show this car park here. This is at the rear of Tatley Station, the second station. Just recently went very mouldy, and I had to wipe it down with Sillet Bang mould remover. It was awful. It was like white spettles all over. Now it is a little bit damp. Obviously in heat it soaks on the moisture up. Now this is like a rubbery surface. and it's coming away. It's starting to perish. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to paint this with Woodland Scenic's asphalt colour. Just another view of the car park there. So it does need some work on it. The indents I'll probably just leave because you get surfaces like that anyway, so it just needs a coat of paint over it to tidy it up a bit. But the winter's a little effect on that. So yeah, it seems to have soaked it up with a bit of moisture. It's dry now though. Okay, we're in January, nearly February 2021, and this is the outside section. The problem I've got now is the fence has gone rotten and the whole thing needs replacing, which poses me a problem here. As you can see, there's all debris from the trees for winter, which usually clear up. I've got broken signals here, things like that. The fencing I put in last year has been sat on by a cat and destroyed. And as you can see, I'll show this post here, we've had a few storms and this is absolutely gone. But the neighbours said to replace the fence for us, but with metal pillars. You can't get the concrete ones which we wanted in the country at the moment, but it desperately needs doing. It means that the outside section may have to go. I'm not sure yet, which will be a shame. As you can see here, each bracket is screwed onto the post, so all the way down there, and the posts are rotten now, so that's got to be replaced. It's just a shelving bracket, but it's done the job, but the fence has had it. He did say try and work around it, but it could be difficult because I've attached the brackets to these posts, and if the metal, it's going to be quite difficult. So that poses a problem, and there is some damage as well, as I mentioned before this year. With the storm, it wrecked that off, and there's a lot of tidying up to do on there. It's a bit of a mess, but it is winter. But the fence has to be changed. It's gone rotten, simple as that, it's old. If you look here, the pillars supporting the curve loop which comes back to the garage has collapsed because the post on the fence has gone there. That's literally holding the fence up at the moment. So that's the outside section, so it may need taking up altogether or a little bit of work for the spring period. I may just have to keep this section here, possibly to the end as a small shuttle station. Just here, but maybe we shall see what can be done. Good drone view. But yeah, it's a bit of a mess. I had a battering this year, more than usual. Just looking at this, it could collapse at any time. The fence is really gone now, another week later. So it's got to be done. But that's propping the fence up. It's a bit worrying.